Fire signs, there may be some fractious energy around your area of finances this week, especially where other people are concerned. So finances relating to business partnerships or to marital relationships. Look at this card here. We have Mars showing up in the 8th house of sex and death and other people's money, lump sums, and the mysteries of life. And Mars in that 8th house is very, can be quite aggressive, can be sexy energy, but the rest of the cards don't look particularly fun. So Mars brings a bit of volatility, a bit of anger even, and the key word there being revenge kind of sets the tone. So you may well be trying to divide assets up or have some kind of big disappointment where it comes to financial matters. You may have felt trapped in a business situation, and you may be able to find some release from being trapped this week. However, it is going to be fraught with worry and anxiety and, sort of stress. And there is an ending indicated, but it might be after quite a bit of pain here. So it does feel like a very painful ending that may even have you feeling like you would like to take revenge on someone, but please don't. That's quite difficult energy showing up in your finances. It may be to do with ego and pride. Somebody has their castle walls kind of built up around themselves. There's a bit of grandiosity indicated here that might be causing some issues. And is that you or is that the other person? That is a very good question. The Symphony card came out, but it came out upside down, and I am guided to take it that way. Disharmony, especially in light of all the other cards. So there is some tense situation here to do with your finances, and it may have been simmering along underneath, but this week seems to be when all the spotlights hit it, and there's no more hiding from this situation. It is in sharp relief. It is front and center in your life. You may have been putting this off for some time or just trying to endure, but this week seems to be the week where it's all very much out in the open, out in public for everyone to see. It's almost on display, if you like. So what does the universe want you to know here? Okay, so look at this. There is a big wake-up call happening. It definitely feels like this is something that you can no longer ignore. It does seem that you have a lot to clear up. You may feel like you're carrying this burden alone in a partnership or in a business that is proving to be intolerable. And this Four of Wands came out in reverse, and that indicates the opposite of a stable, happy situation. So unfortunately, that means there is a lack of stability, a lack of joy, and maybe a dissolving of a business partnership here. The energy to lean away from is the Page of Swords. Now, as well as internet stalking and maybe being a bit obsessive and spying and thinking a lot of thoughts about something in a bit of a loop, that is energy to lean away from. But also the Page is quite a naive, curious energy. So curiosity is good, but you want to lean away from being naive. You want to be quite sophisticated in your thoughts and not just spiral around at the lower level with your thoughts. So I'm sort of also picking up, don't be naive, don't be taken advantage of. Make sure you definitely know everything that you need to know about the situation, especially if it's a business issue that has reared up. You don't want to be played for a fool here. So make sure you get the real information and dig deep. Don't just stay with superficial understanding on this matter, whatever it is. But look, lean towards this energy of a fresh start. And, if you do have to cut ties with someone or something this week, financially speaking, there is a new start indicated here that feels a lot more auspicious, a lot more successful, and you will be free to create what you want to create. And that is an important thing, to feel this joy here of freedom and creation, the opportunities, because you've got the Victory card out. So if this is a battle, if it is a legal battle, there is success ahead for you in one shape or form. So it may not be in the form that you're expecting, but there is really great energy here. There is great energy here for this fresh start. and success for you in some way at the end of this, even if it doesn't feel like that now. So it's a matter of really keeping the faith here. So don't let your past hold you back. Just because something has not worked out, maybe an investment has failed and you've got to cut your losses, don't let that put you off. Whatever it is, there are better times ahead. There is better luck ahead for you. Things are changing for the better. And look, we've got the beautiful tenderness card out. To me, that is saying, remember what's important in life. There is true love and compassion. So look, have compassion for yourself. And if this is tension with another person over assets or money, financial issues, try and be compassionate towards them as well. But it feels like you know that there is more to life than whatever this issue is, that there are good things ahead. And please do nurture yourself through this time. If you are feeling angry or hard done by, try and just lean into the beauty that is in your life in other areas. And now let's look at the energy for all signs for the week ahead. It seems as though relationships of all kinds are coming into focus this week. There is some shift coming that is going to change your emotional landscape for the better. Now, there may be a time here where this is going to take some action, or someone will take action towards you, and it feels like either an apology or just some movement towards you in the emotional realm that should have you feeling pretty good. But this may not be without a little bit of difficulty here, because we have Saturn in the 7th house. Now, the 7th house is romantic partnerships, in fact, partnerships of all kinds. And Saturn does bring trials and tribulations, but only to test the strength of something, to test the strength of a relationship. And when a relationship is strong, it passes all the tests, and then you get something enduring. And that is ruled by Saturn as well, just things that last a long time and they have a permanence about them. And so this is the energy that is coming into relationships for everyone this week, the chance to firm things up. And maybe for some people, there might be some tests that push the boundaries to see how resilient your relationship is. But we've got a lovely keyword there, devotion. So there may be a lot for you to focus on decisively this week in terms of your emotional life, in terms of your partnership. And you might have to tune out all the noise around you and really do pay attention to what is going on around you in relationships. It seems as though there will be some new clarity, so some brainwave or sudden illumination that has you knowing the right path forward in love. It feels as though you will be getting over the issues that may have plagued you in the past. So this is kind of a culmination of addressing some problems. Finally, they can be either some estrangements can come to an end because of this beautiful incoming sentiment here of warmth and love, or you might just finally figure out how to resolve some issue that has been blocking you. And for some of you, maybe it will be a decision to move on, because Saturn in the 7th house does test things to breaking point, essentially. But it does look like there is an unexpected offer coming in. You may be in the doldrums, but there is good news on its way to brighten your spirits. And in the picture cards that I pulled, essentially there is the same story here, that there may have been worries in the past, issues between you that maybe caused a bit of a roadblock here that sort of stood in the way of a happy relationship, or maybe blocked a relationship entirely. But now there is this opportunity with this new clarity here with the Ace of Swords, this fresh beginning and new thinking, has you kind of seeing your way through a thorny issue. So maybe it's so able to find your way to calmer waters and to a better state for your relationship. What else does the universe want you to know about this? So energy to lean away from is the Hermit card, but it came out in reverse. So this is not the time to go it alone. This is not the time to stay in your solitude and be an island and reject any incoming advances. This is the time to reach out, to collaborate, to get out of your isolation mode. You don't want to be antisocial at this time. You don't want to stay in your loneliness. That is energy for you to lean away from, and the energy to lean towards is the Knight of Pentacles here. So that is slow and steady and grounded progress that is lasting. Pentacles is all very Saturnine, Saturnian. So it is very much echoing this card here of building something lasting, that devotion that lasts the test of time. So there will be progress this week in terms of something concrete where you make progress together. So you will get guidance about this. You will be very intuitively guided here, and you can trust your intuition. The Two of Cups came out in reverse, but I am getting to take it in the upright, that this is a coming together. There is some kind of reconciliation energy in the air for everyone. And it could be family members, it could be some kind of ending of a grudge, seeing a way around a problem finally. Two people can kind of both make an adjustment here and both get on the same page at the same time, which is important. And the Hierophant card says this is solid, it is long lasting. It may even be contractual, like a business partnership that you get the paperwork for. So this is a very harmonious week in terms of finding your way around the roadblocks that might have either kept you out of a business partnership or a romantic one. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. As always, if you'd like your own personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. But meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love and joy for the week ahead and beyond.